and welcome back to my vlog. Wrapping up the first week of the 30-day mental diet. 7th day, discovering yourself. You are in partnership with the creator of the universe. Your consciousness, intelligence, and ability to think is part of infinite intelligence in you as you. Its thought is creative, and so is yours at the level of your expression of it. You are a co-creator with the one mind. As a tangible creation and manifestation of the one mind, what are you doing about it? What can you do about it? What need you do about it? There would appear to be a responsibility that is largely unrecognized, an obligation to fulfill that is not fully comprehended. And this comes from not knowing the nature of what you are. The value of discontent. There is a need to discover yourself, to become aware of the divine urge that is forever pressing forth from the center of you, seeking greater recognition of itself through you. You have, time and time again, experienced the creative urge for expression. You must be creative in your life, or you feel deeply frustrated, whether your desire for achievement takes the form of a masterpiece of art or a chocolate cake. You must express love, else hate will gnaw within you, destroying health and happiness. There must be a givingness in all you do, otherwise you are only depriving yourself. The universe deprives you of nothing, but continually strives to express through you. Any lessening of the discontent you may feel can be achieved only through creative expression. It is this divine discontent which drives you on toward ever greater accomplishment. Creative endeavor. All these things you know. You've experienced them. But are you fully aware of their necessity and their larger implications? They are a reflection through you of the very nature of the universe, which is always creative. You can determine that the patterns of your thoughts shall be in accord only with the harmonious action of the universe. As you discover that God is not sick, a failure, or unhappy, you will find that there is no reason for you to have these or similar experiences. In fact, when you do have them, you are only denying your real identity as a divine creation. You are a part of life. Every moment of every day, through the process of what you think, you are establishing the pattern or mold of your experience. What is it going to be? Are you going to let your thinking follow the well-worn paths of race belief in the necessity of sickness, poverty, and unhappiness? Or are you going to stand up and declare to yourself that you know you are a part of life, claim its inherent good in and as your experience, and become a co-creator with God at the level of your expression of God? This you should learn to do. It is a necessity, in fact, if you are going to get the most out of living. Whereas previously you may have had the feeling that everything was all wrong with life, now as you discover yourself for what you really are and align the pattern of your thinking with the nature of the infinite, you will find yourself creative only of good in your life and that of others. You are a co-creator with God. Accept the fact that you are a co-creator with the infinite creator. You have been all along, but look at some of the things in your life that through ignorance you alone have been responsible for. You can discover and avail yourself of the nature and action of the infinite at the center of your being, and accept and permit its fuller expression of good in and through every aspect of your life. When you do, you will have discovered yourself. This is the greatest thing any man can do. This is the marvelous adventure in living, the endless achievement of becoming ever more of what you are. There is nothing to limit you, no seeming barriers that cannot be overcome. There is no struggle or battle to wage. The stepping stones to the discovery of the greater you are to be found in your increased awareness of the nature of God life, your relationship to it, and obligation to express it. The removal of any and all limiting concepts or patterns of thought which are preventing its fuller flow through you. As you discover what you really are, you open the door to a greater experience of all the good that life has to offer. Mental stimulants. Science. The second aspect of God that I recognize is the basis of existence and of life and motivation, which I think of as conscious power. This power appears to me as having a special concern for its conscious creatures who share the responsibility for shaping their part of the world. The opportunity to share with God the shaping of the conditions of life is a tremendous challenge and the great responsibility that comes with freedom. Arthur H. Compton. Philosophy. Always there is the creative life of God working in and through us, as we are prepared for it and cooperate with it. We must believe that the forces of the Spirit are stronger than any material forces, that thoughts rule the world. In our ideal creativeness and the faith which is its inspiration, we are, in a small measure, architects with God of the universe, builders of the nobler temple of the future. John Elof Boudin. Religion. As the Father hath life in himself, so hath he given to the Son to have life in himself. John 5:26. The diet. I know that every man is a creation of God, a son of God, and I am that son now. God is forever creating and becoming his creation. The nature of God is never diminished by what he creates, but I have yet to fully awake to all that I am. God is what I am. All of God is where I am. My mind is an individualized expression of the mind of God. God speaks, and it is done. I speak my word, and it is creative as my life at the level of my expression and awareness of God. I now declare and affirm that only the perfect, harmonious action of God is what appears in and through my life and experience. I accept the responsibility of causing this to come to pass through the creativeness of my own thought. Today I straighten out my thinking. In full awareness of myself as a co-creator with God, I now declare that from this moment on, all the patterns of my thinking shall always be in accord with the greatest possible good, which normally and naturally becomes manifest through the law of mind in every aspect of my life. Capsule Supplement. I recognize and affirm that the creative action of the spark of divinity that resides at the center of my being, now unhindered by my negative thinking, goes forth anew into fuller expression in my life. Today, I will apply this idea to these aspects of my thoughts and actions. Fill in the blank. My particular problem, condition, or situation which it can be used to correct is, fill in the blank. We made it through the first week. Make it a great day, and bye for now.